Welcome to Nanoreviews number 5 with Muscarian Softworks, where I do bite-sized reviews of demos, early access titles, and deep cuts from my backlog. First up, E.Y.E Divine Cybermancy, an old-school immersive sim. It's become a cult classic due to deep mechanics, unique world building, and a bizarre take on the cyberpunk aesthetic. It throws you into a dense and cryptic world with very little hand-holding. As far as its strengths, it offers multiple ways to approach missions: stealth, hacking, brute force, cybernetic abilities, and so on. Its world is rich with lore, branching choices, and an unconventional but rewarding structure. The level design encourages exploration, and side missions provide additional opportunities to earn currency and XP. Some drawbacks: the UI and the mechanics are a little unintuitive, and it has an old school tutorial system. The sound design can be a little grating, especially jumping with heavy armor on. Some missions are a little unclear as to their objectives, or they seem to kind of drag on. Still worth checking out if you're into immersive sims, especially if you're okay reading guides to get the most out of it. In addition, it has a co-op mode that was revolutionary for its time. Overall, I'd say pick it up on a budget sale if you can, or check it out if it's already in your backlog. Second, Esoteric Ebb positions itself as a narrative RPG in the vein of Disco Elysium, but with a more traditional fantasy setting. The demo suggests a D&D inspired world with D20 mechanics set in a weird mystical universe. You play a cleric/detective investigating multiple mysteries after waking up in a strange morgue. The game swaps Disco Elysium's personality-driven skills and dialogue for classic RPG-style stats, but the effect is similar, where they are participating in the dialogue trees and skill checks as you play the game. The world building and the dialogue shine with a unique magic system called the Esoteric, which adds some layers of intrigue to the story. In addition to Disco, it feels inspired by games like Planescape Torment and Pillars of Eternity in its writing and setting. Since I only was able to play about a half an hour of the demo, it's hard to judge the full scope of the game yet. The writing and mechanics are promising, especially for fans of Disco Elysium, but I wonder if the choices you make early on are going to feel meaningful long term. If you do like narrative-driven RPGs with deep dialogue trees and strong world building, it's worth keeping an eye on this game and checking out the demo. Last but not least, Death Trash is a stylish, post-apocalyptic action RPG with hyper-light drifter-style gameplay and grotesque, surreal world building. I've been following this game for years and even wrote a blog post about it in the past. It's an ambitious blend of RPG mechanics, real-time combat, and a deeply weird setting covered in infectious, semi-sentient meat. Some of its strengths. You can build your character in many different ways: stealth, charisma, melee or ranged combat. You can use strange mutant abilities. Second, the world is full of odd NPCs, strange lore, and quests that encourage multiple approaches. Exploration is also a highlight, with an old-school Fallout-style world map where you can roam around, discover locations, and have random encounters. On the downside, development of this early access title has been very slow. After several years, only 1/3 to 1/2 of the main storyline is complete. There are regular updates, but they're focused a little more on balance and bug fixes. There has been a recent content update that went out, so that is promising. That said, even in the unfinished state, there's easily 10 to 20 hours of solid gameplay. If the premise interests you, I would say check it out, give the developers some feedback. Just be aware that the full release is likely still years away.